Hello everybody and welcome back to Grainne's Kitchen. It's Monday morning and I am delighted to introduce our two special guests to you today. So first up I've got the gorgeous Penny, my colleague consultant who runs her groups in Greystone. So she's come along to chaperone because he wasn't best pleased when he heard I was going to have a strange man in the house for the morning. And the strange man himself, the man who's going to be doing all of the cooking for us today. Let me introduce you to Rohan.
Hello.
So talk to us, Rohan. I mean, you've got a beautiful, beautiful range of sauces that you have been producing. Tell us a little about them.
So my idea with sauces was to create something with really high vegetable content. So there's no water, nothing like that in it. So the base of the sauce is vegetables. So instead of being thickened up by anything, it's just a load of vegetables in a jar. It's all fresh vegetables and herbs go into it. Obviously in the curries there's some spices, and then there's a little bit of salt and pepper. So we don't put any oil, sugar, anything like that, no preservatives, so it's just all natural ingredients. And basically the idea was just to try and get as much veg into it as possible, make it tasty and a really quick, simple option for dinner.
I love it. And of course, taking all of that fat and oil out is nirvana when it comes to our members and what we are trying to achieve.
Yeah, very good.
Love it.
Quick and easy as well for getting home in the evening if you're under pressure and not having to worry about it.
Yeah, so it's
Get out shopping veg.
Guilt-free, quick option to make. Because a lot of times when you're making something quick, it's kind of, you end up going, oh God, what am I putting into this? But this is kind of, let's try and get a guilt-free one. The sauces we're going to do today, so these are a couple of sauces, a carbonara and a korma, which people have asked me to make in a jar. And because I don't use, because I kind of use tomatoes as a preservative, it's difficult for me to make these in a jar. So I'm just going to show the recipes today and just make them. And again, same idea, the vegetable is going to be the base, that's what's thickening up your sauce. So instead of using a liquid and a thickener, we just use the vegetables as a base and that'll be it.
Can't wait. And we know what's going into these sauces and we know they're going to be absolutely delicious. Excellent. So let's do this thing. So do our first meal with Rohan. So it's carbonara and it's over to Rohan who's going to divvy up all the jobs.
Okay, so we're going to start off. I am going to get Penny to chop up 4 cloves of garlic. Now we're just going to roughly chop them. They're going to get blended. I'm going to give the mushrooms to Grainne to again roughly chopped, and we're going to put them into the pan. So we're going to turn our pan on at a, oh, I'm going to get used to this, Grainne.
Low heat? 4?
No, we go hot enough.
Okay, perfect.
Not max, just under max. What have we got? Up to 8.
Up to 8.
Okay, so we put a little bit of the oil in.
Super.
We go 4 sprays.
I love that. I love that. So keeping it low. Stalks in or not with mushrooms? Stalks in.
Stalks
Lovely.
in.
Best bit of the mushroom.
I'm just going to peel the onion and again roughly chop. And this will be the base of our sauce.
And this is where you're going to show us up because you're like a proper bona fide chef, unlike myself and Penny who just faff in the kitchen. So you're probably going to show off incredible knife skills now, are you?
I can if you want.
Yes, yes!
I can't even get the garlic.
Peels and a light chop. Okay, I'm done. I can watch the knife skills now.
Well, we'll just slice it up, so that's the one. So, but the best is you can do it.
Your fingers.
But I'm
Oh, I love it what you're doing. That's awful good.
and we'll just put that in the pot.
That's impressive, that. I like that. Mushrooms in too?
Yep.
Come on, Penny. You're like
No pressure.
Oh, look at this. Can't they even see that? Oh my word, that is so impressive. So again, really rough. You're not worried because you're going to blend it. You're not worried
We're going to
about
blend
it.
it down, so we're just rough in. No hassle. Nice and quick.
I need to do life skills. I really do.
Okay. And then we just stir that up. Then we'll add in our milk, and then we'll just cook it out for maybe about 5 minutes, and then we can pour it down.
And what milk is this? This is almond milk.
So this is almond milk. We're using the unsweetened almond milk, and that just thickens up nicely, gives us a nice creamy flavour without too much. It's very low in fat and sugar, so without too much, it gives us a nice creamy texture in the sauce.
I love it. So you're just adding that. You're not actually you're not making this onion soft first.
We're going to saute the onions first. We're going to saute all that down first, and then we'll add in the milk.
I love it.
Okay, so I've just put the almond milk into the vegetable mix. We let that cook down for a few minutes, and while that's cooking down, we're going to put on our medallions of bacon, and we're going to put a couple of more mushrooms in. These will kind of be for texture because we're going to blend up the other ones. Penny, you were saying that your lot don't really like.
Yeah, no, texture and mushrooms and stuff like that, they would go mad. Like, they wouldn't want to have them in. So it's great that you're blending down the sauce. The mushrooms are in it, and they're not going to know about it. So I might kind of skip this bit for the texture and just keep the bacon with it, and have the veg all blended in the sauce. Definitely, yeah, would make more sense for me.
Very good.
These aren't too big, are they?
No, that's perfect. And then what we'll do is, while that's happening, we'll also put on our water for our tagliatelle. So tagliatelle cooks very quickly. We'll put our water on for tagliatelle now, and then the last bit we'll get together. So we'll just stick all this in a tray. We're just going to bake that off in a hot oven about 200 degrees, and that should be done in about 5 minutes.
Super!
So we are going to stick our pasta into the boiling water. So we're just using tagliatelle. Stick that in there, and then while that's cooking, we are going to blend up our sauce. So that's our vegetables and our almond milk that has cooked out there. So we're just going to blend
And
that
how
up.
long have you cooked that for now?
So that's been there cooking. It's been boiling down for about 10 minutes, and so about the similar time, and then the bacon and mushrooms in the oven for about 10 minutes.
And no oven. So what you've done is you're kind of, some of it's evaporated. You didn't put a lid on that. You're kind of cooking it down to make it that little bit thicker.
Brought the almond milk down a little bit, and that will give us a kind of creamy texture. So we have our pasta cooked, our sauce is all blended up in here, and then we have our bacon and mushrooms, which were baked off in the oven. I'm going to add them into our sauce.
So they were baked for what, about 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes?
10-15 minutes, kind of the same time it took for the sauce to cook down. That is very hot.
Okay.
I'll give you the cloth.
Super, thank you, love.
Okay, and then while I'm doing that, I might just give Penny some basil to chop up, and then I'm going to add in a little bit of salt and pepper. You don't need much salt in this because your bacon is salty, so I wouldn't put too much salt. We'll put some pepper into it.
And you're putting this in at the end as opposed to at the start of the cooking?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I think at the end, the other thing is you can have a taste of it, so if you want to go a bit more, you can. If you put it in at the start, you're kind of stuck in what you're doing. So we put a little bit of that and a little bit of salt. I love pepper and stuff, so I just put plenty of pepper, but to your own liking, and just a tiny bit of salt. And then Penny has the basil all chopped up.
Girl, Penny!
Oh, didn't time
Chef
this
Penny,
right.
eh? Chef Penny, I like it!
The pressure.
So we are going to put out the tagliatelle into our bowl. So when you're cooking pasta, 80 grams of pasta is dry pasta is usually a portion, so you're talking 160 grams for 2 people.
Super.
And that is our pasta.
Oh, look at the creaminess of that sauce.
So the almond milk is just fantastic at giving us that bit of creaminess. Penny is going to give us a little bit of...
I like a bit of parmesan, so I do.
I love it. Fabulous. And let's posh it up. Let's make it posh.
garnish on top, a little bit of basil.
Wow.
Voila.
Wow.
Yes.
Look at that. The smells in this kitchen
Gorgeous.
are absolutely unbelievable, and I can't wait
Okay, who's
to
going
get
to taste
stuck
it?
in. We all are. We
So
all
here we
are.
are.
It's absolutely delicious. And now I'm not sure whether we should be doing this on camera or not, but we've all agreed we are. All 3 of us are going to have a beautiful taste of this tagliatelle.
We'll let Rohan go first.
Yum. This is going to be a mess. Oh wow. That is gorgeous.
Too much pasta. No. I knew I'd
Come on,
make a mess of it.
Penny! Come on, the
Alright, here
Penny! Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely stunning.
Gorgeous flavour and lovely texture, lovely creamy texture.
I'm going to be honest,
Works
when you
really
said
well.
you were using almond milk, I kind of thought, almond? How's that going to work?
Would it be
With
a nutty flavour
this-
kind of, yeah.
Stunning. Stunning. Go you.
Gorgeous, definitely
Go
one on the
you.
list for this week.